Welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're reacting to Olivia Rodrigo's new album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So In Love. But before I hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music. Now, is it almost 12:45 a.m. at night? Absolutely. Do I need to be at work in like 7-ish hours? Absolutely. However, I have spent the last 24 hours pretty much sleeping because it felt like my entire body needed to basically reset. And yeah, that's what my Thursday looked like. I was not feeling the hottest, but I figured since I was up, let's bring back late night reactions with Taylor and actually react to Olivia's new album because I was scrolling on TikTok and all the songs were about ready to be spoiled for me anyway, so why not just go ahead and react to it now. Now, I should have thought of this in advance and have charged my camera fully. It's only at half battery, so I'm sure we're going to have to take a pause at some point in this video. And come back a little bit later. But yeah, that does explain my appearance because basically just showered not that long ago and threw on me pajamas. So, but hey, pride, love is love. We love it. We love to see it. But there are 13 tracks on this album, 2 of which I've already heard. The singles Drop Dead, The Cure. Technically, I have heard her live performances of Begged and What's Wrong With Me, but seeing as those weren't actual release singles and I don't pick up on lyrics unless they are right in front of me, we will also react to those. So we have 11 tracks to react to in this video tonight. And my God, I just realized I turned the fan off because I figured the fan noise is going to drive me insane editing this video, but I forgot how hot and steamy my room gets, especially because air circulation is not great in here. So if I start sweating midway through this video, you know why. But in terms of song titles that have me questioning things, I know the latest single is Stupid Song, which I won't be reacting to the music video in this video, but I am curious about that one. But also Maggots for Brains for sure, and then Cigarette Smoke, just because Cigarette Smoke is, oh my God, it's over 5 minutes long. Oh, is that track gonna... There's a lot of long tracks on here. Ooh, Olivia said goodbye, short, TikTokified songs. We're bringing back long, angsty... Well, I don't know if it's angsty, but hey. I know the first half of the album up through, I think, Purple is the Girl So In Love, and the second part, I'm not sure. Basically, there's about a split there where we go from the Girl So In Love tracks to the, You Seem Pretty Sad tracks. But Drop Dead is the first song that we heard. It's the first song on the album. We know we're starting out with the first date. Then up next is Stupid Song, which I've heard is a love song. So let's go ahead. Always, due to copyright, things like to be sped up or blurred out. And without further ado, let's press play on our first song we're reacting to for the night, and that is Stupid Song. New York City's never looked so blue. My friends are smoking blunts in the bathroom. What? They say that honest love is a cage that makes you feel free. Oh, we're about to build. Production's about to pick up. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Listen, we know, like, Sour and Guts were definitely a very, like, kind of sister album to the fact that they really encapsulated what it meant to be in your late teens, teenage angst, first loves, first heartbreaks, being thrust into the public eye at such a young age and being perceived by everyone. So, like, there's a very specific sound and tone and the way one goes about writing that kind of album. But maybe it's just because I'm about, I think, 3 or 4 years older than her. So she's always been just a little, and granted I was eldest daughter parent of, yeah. There's just something about her writing and the stylistic choices on this album that are like so amazing and like so connecting with me that maybe it's just because now I feel like I'm going through things that I can relate to a little more on Olivia's albums. I don't know. But Stupid Song. Okay, girly, I see it. New York City's never looked so blue. My friends are smoking blunts in the bathroom. They say that honest love is a cage that makes you feel free. And all the girls at this party are so cool. That's never been a thing that I could do. But I can't help but imagine what you say when you speak with me. It's like she's like sad in New York City, like all of her friends are out here having fun and getting high, like everyone's espousing to her what it means to truly be in love, that it's a cage, but it's a cage that makes you feel free. It's like a cage and that feeling like you're locked down, like you're tied to one person, but you're so free. And she's like looking at everyone around her in New York City thinking like, wow, they're so cool. Like, I've never been able to do this, but like, I'm imagining what you would say about me, what you would speak about me. I have a feeling since her partner's not in New York City, if it's about the person we're thinking of, is like she's feeling so blue in an area of people that like she no longer connects with because it's like the person who makes her feel like home is, you know, in a different country, in a different city. The chorus is, you're a spark in the dark and my clothes all caught aflame. You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name. I'm sorry, but this pen game, it's like, listen, it's like, you know when you feel butterflies, it's like when you know you feel sparks. She's like, not only did I feel the sparks, but you've caught me aflame because it's feeling all over my body. I'm a car speeding down the boulevard without a brake, and I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. It's basically when you have feelings so strong, so effervescent that it's like so hard to describe. Like there's no actual words that I could say that could fully describe my feelings towards you. I'm a heart made of wax, I'm melting in the sun. I'm a thread on your shirt that is coming undone. Hey, there's that thread, which we carry on in the song The Cure, Unraveled, the thread everywhere. I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane, and I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. It's like you're so obsessed with someone. You're so obsessed with the idea of someone that it's like, it feels so right to be with you, but it's also like, I should not be this obsessed, so dependent on someone's affection and thoughts and feelings for me. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to have a lot to say about this album. We're probably going to have to do multiple runs of multiple lyrics just to actually understand what's about to go down. Also, if I didn't say it before, if you see me looking in this direction, it's because we have Genius lyrics pulled up so we know what we're talking about. So let's continue. See, Olivia's getting Taylor Swift status where now I feel like I have to be talking about like every verse as soon as we're done with it. Verse 2, walking through the park with my head high, past all the college girls and the drunk guys. So I guess we're in like why am I thinking friends, not Central Park? We're in Central Park. Like she's listening, she's trying to walk around, she's trying to put on this persona that she's cool, she's different, like she's okay around all the college girls and the drunk guys, like amongst the people that, you know, are supposed to be cool and have their shit together. And also, I think it's also related to her in that the fact that she just turned 23. She's technically college age, even if she never really got to have the college experience. And if there's a God, he's the bond that's between us too. 7 nights alone and a skipped meal. What does it mean, 7 nights alone and a skipped meal? I don't know. Is it just like 7 days a week, like I'm alone, like I've skipped a meal? Like, is the skip meal kind of like skipping out on you? But the line, and if there's a God, he's the bond that's between us, like what we have is so spiritual, like this is where I found God in you. I'm sleeping in my dress and my high heels, and I'm too shy to say what I see when I dream of you. Oh, I wonder if they're spicy dreams or if they're dreams of love with someone who you basically had like a singular date with. It's basically she's just like so messed up and everything. Like I'm sleeping in my dress and high heels. Like I'm prepared for like my date, like with you in my head and my dreams, or like I'm basically going out and doing all this stuff to avoid the fact that all I ever want to do is be with you. And it just feels like the build for this bridge is about to be absolutely insane. So yeah, if we thought Drop Dead was a banger, oh, okay. Yeah. The bridge. Every night like the one before, dream of you from like 1 to 4, positively and truly sure, nobody's wanted somebody more. Oh, so this girlie's infatuated. It's not just the first date, like, anticipation. That was Drop Dead of like, oh my god, like the first date, I'm anticipating being with you, like I've got this crush. Now Stupid Song is like, I've met you, I've been with you, and now I simply cannot understand what life looks like without you. It's a thing that I can't ignore. Tell your friends that you're mine, I'm yours. With a hand on my heart, I swore nobody's wanted somebody more. I pledge allegiance to you, babes. I pledge allegiance to us and our love. It's a thing that I can't ignore. Tell your friends that you're mine and I'm yours. With a hand on my heart, I swore. So not only have you two gotten together, it's like, oh, now your friends know. Like, now you're bringing the friends and, like, the people in your life into this. Yes. And then she had a little pre-chorus of, I'm going crazy, I'm going mad, I want you, baby, so bad. And then, yeah. See, a 3-minute song took 12 minutes of me just discussing. Yes, that seems to be how the album's gonna go. But up next is what I know was another love song, because Olivia told us so, is Honeybee. And she said she does have a fondness for this song. So I have high expectations for it going in, but I don't remember. I can't remember. I thought it was one that she said was pretty produced, or it could be one of the ones that's very stripped back. I'm not sure. But up next is Honeybee.
So I guess that's true. Don't can heal even the worst of wounds are clean. Shades I knew seemed so commonplace when I saw you. I just gotta love the way you look at me. It's too hard to describe this. I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping.
Well, that's sad. It's a love song, but it's a somber love song, which I think is what Olivia said that she was trying to encapsulate in this. Like her task when she went to write this album, writing a love song, injecting joy, kind of that sadness and somber, and that, you know, some of those more negative the feelings that can also come up when entering into a relationship and experiencing true love for the first time. That insecurity itself. First one, so I guess that it's true, time can heal even the worst of wounds, and the cliches I knew seemed so commonplace when I saw you. Like, time can heal even the worst of wounds, like she, you know, through all of her past breakups, her very public breakups, her very, like, her more damaging breakups, the things we discussed on Sour and Guts, it's like, oh, well, I guess it is true, I'm no longer a teenager, I no longer believe that I'll never love again, and it's like, every cliche about love, oh, I think I found it with you. Let's just walk in the dark, hop the fence in the park, baby boy, honeybee, God, I love the way you look at me. Like, honeybee, it's just interesting to me. Like, honey, that sweetness, that sticky sweet, but it's also something that can sting and cause pain. It's like a double-edged sword. But it's like, let's go ahead and let's walk in the park, let's have fun, let's be stupid. Like, I love the way you look at me. Chorus is, and it's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest, but even when I'm quiet, I love you, baby, I promise. Like she says, even when I'm going through the bad stuff, it's you that I always love. It's you that will always have some part of me. And I hope I never see what your face looks like going. I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping. I think this is a very good double up to The Cure in the sense that Honeybee is talking like, you know, it kind of feels like time heals all wounds, like, oh, well, your love has been able to heal me in a way that I never thought. But in The Cure, she's talking about how his love was never really the cure that she thought it was. It was more of a Band-Aid over a bullet wound is what it was. And this one, she's kind of letting that insecurity going through of like, no, I promise that like even when I'm going through these moments that your love is enough, that I still love you and everything. But I'm also very terrified that if you leave something, I'll never know peace again, basically. This one is definitely very somber and sad in its production, and I can see that reflected in it's happy but sad lyrics.
And it feels like God threw me the bones, sticky sweet tangerine. Would you sit and keep me company in the dark? I'm not scared. I just never see what your face looks like going. It's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest. But even when I'm quiet.
Well, that made me want to cry. I think I heard her mention that one of the songs did have sort of a choir operatic feel to it, and it looks like it's this one. So the only like true new lyrics we have, because the bridge itself is kind of a repetition of the lines in the chorus. Verse 2, pick me up, walk me home, and it feels like God threw me a bone. There's again that sort of spiritual religious element of like, it's like God threw me a bone. God knew I was like not doing too hot, that I've been going through it, and it's like, oh, here's the person to help you do heal all that. Sticky sweet tangerine, would you sit and keep me company? It's like, I want you beside me. I want you in these hard times. I want you here to like take me through this, like walk me through this dark stuff. In the dark, I'm not scared. I just reach out and you're there. Shooting stars, racing cars, everything I own just feels like ours. It's basically like she doesn't know what life is like without him. It's like he's become an integral part to her. Like, again, that's what I'm saying in this song. It kind of feels like she's espousing, like she's thinking like he's the cure. Like in the dark times, she's like, I'm not scared because I have love, and love heals all wounds. And what she kind of, figures out later on in this relationship that love is actually not the cure. And then there's an instrumental break, and then the pull in at the end. Ooh, this is such a beautifully haunting song that is, pitched in that girl so in love side of like, oh my God, like we're so in love, like, but yeah. She really, when she said she set out to do what she wanted to do with a love song that just has that hint of sadness, that, ooh, You know what? I need this pitched to like some sort of gothic romance movie, like stat. Up next is Maggots for Brains. This one is our first, like, we're starting to hit our 4 minute and above tracks on the album. Maggots for Brains sounds like it's gonna be like a probably the closest to the OG pop punk pop rock sound. But yeah, it definitely feels like we're in that oh, I'm obsessed, I can't see in front of me vibe.
My days so Monday, I don't think I left the house. Drank a pot of coffee, tried to write, nothing came out. Empty hands, looking here. I'm a zombie in my body, I'm a train off the track. I feel dirty, I feel broken, and the colors are all flat. I'm a psycho.
Oh, so we're getting into a bit of that toxic codependent. Oh, the last song where she is basically saying everything's good as long as you're by my side, like you're a part of me. Now this one is like, oh, when my baby's not there. Mm-hmm. I will say this is definitely, I can see the 90s inspiration. The sonics of this, it's harkening back, I don't know if it's a specific song or if it's a specific band, but there's something about this that screams a 90s, like, specific thing that I can't quite pick up on. But my day was so mundane, I don't think I left the house, drank a pot of coffee, tried to write, nothing came out. Somehow it's the weekend, I'm still bored out of my skull, and I went to a party, but only on principle. It's basically she's just going through the motions, she's going through life, like, life has lost all of its, like, fervor and, like, its color and everything when she's, you know, alone. Like, when she's left to deal with her own thoughts, without her partner there, she's like, oh, life is just, I can't, like, I understand it. And then she lists a pre-chorus empty, look at me. She's like, I'm a shell she says later, she's a shell of a woman. Like, it definitely is that codependency of, like, if your other half is not there, if your other person is not there, somehow you simply just no longer know how to function or exist. And then, I'm a zombie in my body, I'm a train off the track, I feel dirty, I feel rotten, and the colors are all flat. Like I said, life lost its color, there's no longer that effervescence that was love. I'm a sad shell of a woman and I've got maggots for brains, but that's just a thing that happens when my baby goes away, when my baby goes away, he goes away. It's like I've got maggots for brains, like nothing going on up here, like shit's gone. I think it's lovely that she has that zombie in my body, maggots for brains, because those kind of work. And that, you know, zombies eat brains, like it's kind of like his absence is eating away at my mind and my mind is slowly going away. Like she wrote earlier in tracks like I'm going crazy, I'm going insane. And yeah, definitely we're moving into the so you seem pretty sad portion of things. We're slowly weaving that, you know, I'm still in love, like I'm so toxically, like codependently in love that like whenever my person's not there, it's like shit hits the fan.
Everything is funny, I wish I could tell them.
Oh.
Sometimes I look when I even wish for tragedy. Silently come over and take real good care of me.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if the production on this is my favorite of the songs we've heard so far, but the lyrics and the imagery it invokes, I feel like would make a pretty damn cool music video. I'm just saying. Everything feels moldy like the fruit that's in my fridge, and everything that's funny I wish I could tell to him. It's like everything feels moldy, like it feels like there's just a layer of film, a layer of like, over everything, like the fruits that's in my fridge. Like, not only is life not feeling good, it's like I'm so depressed, like the food that I bought that I swore I was gonna eat has just been left to rot. Like, everything that's funny, it's not funny unless I can tell him. And it's sometimes at a low point I even wish for tragedy because I know he'd come over and take real good care of me. It's the codependency of like, it's, you know, like when like kids realize that their parents will give them more attention like if they do something stupid. And then it's so weird he's not here. It's like my life is just, it's weird. What do you mean he's not here? Like, what's going on? Like, excuse me? Excuse me? Like, life is just, I cannot function. Like, it's weird not seeing me and him as a unit. And then the bridge is simply a repetition of what can I do but think of you, but think of you. And she closes out the song with that, what can I do but think of you? Like, when my baby goes away. So yeah, we're moving into the codependency sort of things. Like we're in that like I'm still in love, but it's kind of a toxic kind of love because we're freakishly codependent on each other and like my life does not exist without you by my side. Okay, that's interesting to see. Next up we have you plus me equals heart, but I think it's supposed to be you plus me equals forever. I don't know, but another 4-minute track, so let's see. Okay. So it's you plus me equals heart forever. And like I expected, my camera battery did die, so this is a couple hours later. I did have myself a bit of a 2 a.m. ice cream. And whenever it says that growing up's not fun, sometimes it is fun the fact that now I can have an ice cream at night, in the middle of the night, and while my parents can complain that I'm up in the middle of the night, they can't stop me. So, yeah, but I will say the sonics of these last two songs feel like I should be in like 90s Seattle, West Coast sort of surfer in the middle of the night situation is the vibe. I don't know. I think that you're killer with your floppy hair. Take me out to dinner. You know you can take me anywhere. I mean, I think your killer does give like that 90s vibes. Like, it's just like you're like hopelessly in love. Like, come on, take me out. Like, take me anywhere. It's like you can take me. It's like, I just want to be with you and all that. But the pre-choruses give us hints to the theme of the album. And all of my girlfriends roll their eyes and tell me to take it slow this time. Kind of what we've seen from the first few songs on this album and what we know was later coming with the song like The Cure is that she seems to become a little obsessed, a little codependent real quick of like, oh, hold on, put on the brakes. Like, it is becoming a little bit apparent that you may be very, very attached to this man and you may be going really, really fast. And the chorus goes, but I got a feeling wounds are healing, talking on the phone. I know everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Yeah, wounds are healing. It's like he is supposed to be the cure, but he's not, we know. You know, it's like, I know everybody changes, but I hope we don't. She's basically like saying, can we take this moment and make it last forever? So, carve our names into the car seat leather. You plus me equals a heart forever, a heart forever. It really is that very much so cheesy of like, since it's kind of giving that late 90s vibe, kind of like you're just texting on the phone and it's just like, oh, you're like, it feels like you're children again. Of like, it's easy as you plus me. Carve our names in the heart's car seat leather and then you and plus me equals like heart forever is also like giving the image of carving a heart into a tree with your names. You know, that very iconic like rom-com like movie trope. You know, it is kind of sweet. It's very cute. I wonder if we're going to get a little bit more of that hint of that sort of codependent nature that we've seen going about.
I like your big sister. She has your same face. And I tried to win her over. She's alive. But I like you better
Alright, we gotta stop after verse 2 because we're also changing up our pre-choruses. I like your big sister. She has your same face. I love her. Like, she reminds me of you. I mean, they're siblings, so they look like... And I tried to win her over with my cynical humor and yacht rock music taste of, like, she's trying so hard to ingratiate herself into this family, ingratiate herself into the people that are so important. But she's very obvious that she's like, I've got cynical humor, and, like, yacht rock music isn't exactly the most, like, common thing. She's a little weird. She's a little quirky, babes. Then the pre-chorus goes, and all my ex-boyfriends have heard these lines, let's get married when we both turn 25, but I like you better by 1,000,000 times. It's basically saying, like her friends are saying, like, okay, you've kind of gone fast and gotten a little stupid before, let's keep it up. And then she's kind of giving this, not just her friends, she's saying, all my ex-boyfriends have heard me say this a million times before, but with you, it's different because it's better, and, like, it has to be better. Yeah, we can see it, babes. It seems like patterns are repeating. This is definitely very much so. I've been burned before, and I finally found something that feels good to me for the first time. So much so that I want to kind of ignore all the other signs. So buy me silver jewelry and all my favorite Cadbury and tell me yet again about when we met and what you thought of me. It's basically like, let's just, have fun. Like, dote on me, make me happy, tell me how much you love me and how much you've always loved me. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and way too far ahead of myself. I often get the feeling that I'll never want somebody else, and kind of like in So American, like I may just have to marry him. She's like, I'm completely jumping to marriage. I'm like, I'm getting far ahead of myself. Then in the pre-chorus, she's like, they say modern love's a cruel endeavor. They say it's cruel. And to that I say, fuck it, whatever. She's like, listen, I've been told many times before, like, you need to be cautious. You need to watch out. And she's like, well, screw that. Because I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. And you know what? I can see that, babes. I can see it. And up next is I think the final one in the So in Love, which is My Way. What? Anyone getting flashbacks to Miss Possessive by Tate McRae? Just saying. So yeah, she's got her jealousy side out. Jealousy, babes. It's a little hard to stomach all your amateur moves. You know he's with me, like, obviously. But you linger in the air just like a bad perfume is getting to me embarrassingly. Oh, so it seems someone's creeping up on her man. And she's just like, you think I don't notice? Either this person is actively pursuing her man, and she's just like, what on earth are you doing, babes? Or she is just so embarrassingly down bad, like she sees anyone and anyone around her as a threat. Okay, and here's the part where the girl gets pissed, and the girl is me. Did you get that hint? She basically said, I'm pissed. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, she's like, I'm not being subtle. Like, I'm very much so stating it obviously, like, step back, stay away. And then it choruses, you're in my way now. Don't go where you don't belong. Think I can't make out how hard you hang on. Kind of insane how you keep calling, but you never get the message. It goes my way now. She's like, well, forget this. He's with me now. He chose me. It's my way. And somehow you keep hanging on to the possibility. You keep on calling, and you never get the message. You never seem to understand what's going on. It's not quite clicking up here. You know, Miss Olivia, she said toxic. If I remember correctly, this is definitely a song that shows a slightly not so great side of Olivia, and she has been a girl's girl on most of the songs that she's given about. Even in Sour and Guts, when she was talking about the other women that have, you know, been with her, like her boyfriend's exes, she wasn't quite, but you know, okay. Listen, for a short song, there's a lot I need to break down in these lyrics. First off, verse 2. Man, I wonder what you think is going to go down. You send him another poem and think that he'll let me go. Now, is poem indicative of a song? Because obviously, songs are just like lyrical poetry. Like, okay. Or maybe you're just trying to get me riled up now. You're posting another pic in clothes that I know are his. So is this about an ex? Is this about like Genius did not give me any tea, but okay. Well, here's a map of the lines I drew, and some girl steps over it, and the girl is you. Like, she's like, you've crossed the line, babes. Like, it's been made. What is the tea? Like, who's creeping up on Louis like that? I assume it's him, but like, okay. Whoever it is, it was the first person to make Olivia actually break some girl code here. Now, will I say that she's breaking when I say she's like breaking the girl code, it's not like, it's more of just the first time where I've actively seen her want to tear down like an ex. I don't even know if it's an ex. It's just it maybe seems like this guy, maybe she was competing for his attention at the beginning. Because, like, in the bridge it says, so where'd you get that confidence from? Last time that I checked, I won. Let me be direct. Just stop. You're being fucking weird. Maybe I'm a petty bitch, but you made me resort to this. That's it. I win. That's it. I win. Kind of feels like she felt like she always had to compete for his attention, and she finally got it, but now she's very aware of the fact that other people in his life or in his past life seem to be also coming for him. Or she just made it all up in her head and she's thinking, I don't know. But you know what? Olivia said, back off. And you know what? I respect that, girlie. Not everyone's gonna respect the petty bitch nature of things, but as one, myself, respect. And this one just is gonna be a fun one. It is, I think, that may be the shortest one on the album. But hey, I think we have finally flipped to the You Seem Pretty Sad side of the album. At least I think Purple is the beginning of that, and then it goes to The Cure. So it seems the sad songs are on our way. Although definitely you can see the breakdown, the toxicity appear. But let's listen to Purple.
It's funny when your mom shows pictures of you in your school clothes. It's good how I used to visit your town like a tourist. Kiss my neck, may our paths intersect with two lines formed a circle. Now I see one purple.
Now I don't know if this is, I can't remember if this is the flip. I think this is the flip to the You Seem Pretty Sad side, but it definitely seems like there's a bit of a love element to it. I don't know. It's funny when your mom shows pictures of you in your school clothes, your buzz cut and scrapes on your knees change, but those eyes I still know. So she's kind of talking about being in his hometown, being with his family, being like, you know, I'm seeing all these pictures of when you were a kid, but those eyes, they've always stayed the same. There's always been that little glint in there that's been there. Kind of like, could also be like if you're reminiscing about me and kid, maybe he didn't quite grow up like he should have. I don't know. Pre-chorus, and it's crazy how I used to visit your town like a tourist. Now I got a local grocery store and a favorite florist, and so it goes that. So it's basically like, you know, in Drop Dead, she was kind of getting to know him and his culture and the people around him, getting to know London, I guess, in a sense, or at least getting to know the UK. And like, it's funny to see how we went from just like this, you know, place that I was visiting to now it's a home. I've got like people I know, people I love, my favorite spots, like my local haunts. Then it goes, you kissed my neck, made our paths intersect till two lines formed a circle, and I melt with you, you're red and my blue, now I see the world in purple. Purple. Yeah, it's basically like you made the first move. Well, I don't know if it seems like you kissed my neck. I don't know if it feels like he made the first move or what, but like you pressed forward and now it's like all of our lines intersect. You're red. Like red is like hot-blooded, very vibrant, very like kind of in your face, and her blue is very much indicative of her sadness. And now I see the world in purple, basically saying how they've collided, how his red, his like his heart, his warmth is supposed to like, you know, has met her blue, her sadness, her coldness, her cynicism, as she's talked about in the past, and how they're kind of merging together, and how that may or may not always be a good thing. This is a definitely interesting take on things. I'm not sure where we're gonna go, but it definitely feels like she's building towards something. Oh, the sadness, the codependency. Okay, verse 2. Now a toothbrush, a coat, and a pair of shoes all come in doubles, and we fight over who I'm hanging out with like a real couple. So they've like moved in together, like they're definitely equally sharing their space. They've got doubles of everything in there. And now they're fighting over who she's hanging out with. Not who he's hanging out with. It's obviously, it seems like he's a little insecure about their relationship. Okay, a little bit controlling, a little bit insecure. It's a small world when it can only revolve around us two. It's crazy. I had big dreams till I tied myself to you. Now I'm all consumed. She's like, she's giving up her dream. She's giving up certain things about things that she thought she wanted, the things that she was aspiring to. She's like, well, now I'm with them, like, there's compromise and everything. I'm only consumed by our future together, not my future outside of this relationship. Okay, toxicity. Listen, we all, like I said, her friends told her to slow down. So this outro here is definitely much the realization of like, oh, is this as good as I thought it was? She says, melt with you till it all turns black. Are we so in love? Are we too attached? It's basically like what I thought was the perfect blend of us is actually slowly turning toxic. Like, are we in love? Are we codependent? Melt with you till it all turns black when you smooth it out, but it feels too flat. It's like he's constantly using his charm, using these words to like smooth out the rough surface of what is very obviously a bad situation. But now she's realizing that like by smoothing it out, it's just kind of turned flat. Like it's all kind of gone bland. When you get so close and you can't, melt with you till it all turns black when you get so close and you can't go back. Of like, we get so close to breaking up, but we just can't. We're getting so close to the perfect, or we're getting so close to the melt with you till it all turns black, melt with you till it just feels sad. It's basically the melding of their colors, the melting of red and blue together is slowly turning so toxic and everything till it's just a pit of despair. A black pit of despair is what it definitely seems like it's starting. Up next after that is The Cure, which we've already listened to. Then we have Begged, which we kind of have an idea of what the song is since she performed it as sneak peek on SNL, but we haven't quite gotten to hear the fully produced version / get to look at the lyrics. So we're going to hop into Begged.
All that I want is to know undoubtedly that you just have eyes for me. Here to witness my devotion and my endless well of needs. I'm an anchor in the ocean, so I'm patient. You're learning, pretend it's not hurting. Whoa. They say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. But when I know to get it right back, yeah, to get it right back.
Sorry, I was just too entranced to stop. Okay, well, shit. Damn. Okay. Verse 1, all that I want is to know undoubtedly that you just have eyes for me, could you make it clear? Well, she's kind of expressed on the album her insecurities, especially around, in her song, My Way, she's like, it definitely seems like she's having to fight for his attention. She's like, I win, like I won, like why are you still trying? And everything, and like how he's insecure, like we learned in the last song, like he's, complaining and fighting over who she's with. All that I want is to sit here silently and watch movies on TV. What a shame you're not here to witness my devotion. All she wants to do is have a simple, easy night, sitting there and watching, but he's not there. In my endless well of needs, I'm an anchor in the ocean, I can never leave. She's like, I just want you to be able to see me and see my needs and see what I want, see me for who I am. However, I'm an anchor in the ocean, I can never leave us. Like, I can never move on, like I'm stuck here. So I'm patient, you're learning, pretending it's not hurting. They say it's a virtue to not let good love slip away. Of like, she's like, basically like afraid of like letting this go because it's her first real love, her first true love, but it's turning toxic and she's like, I don't know, I'm trying to pretend that it's not there, it's not hurting me. So I'm cool and forgiving, I'll take what you're giving, but nothing's quite enough when I know that to get it I begged. Yeah, to get it I begged. It's basically like, it feels like they're both kind of entering their first real, true relationships, and how he is definitely still immature, kind of what I was getting at when she was talking about the childhood pictures and how he still has the same eyes as his childhood self in the last song. How it definitely seems like he's not quite mature enough or doesn't quite understand how to handle this relationship or how to truly love her in the way that she needs and everything. And so she's kind of begging for all of these things and he's slowly learning, but he's not quite grasping everything she needs. And okay, let's continue.
Feel trapped inside my life. Is that a normal thing to fight back the waves of a static lover's dread? Overwhelmed and underfed, waiting on my love to change. So I'm patient, you're right.
Well, okay. Yeah. There's no bridge on this. We just have a second verse. And I have this thought when I lay in bed at night that I feel trapped inside my life. Is that a normal thing to fight back the waves of a static lover's dread? Static lover's dread. Of like, static in that he's never changing. Like, he's never quite getting to where he needs to. The dread of being in this relationship, of him never making it quite there. Feeling trapped in the position that she's in. I'm overwhelmed, I'm underfed, and yet I still cling to the hope like snow on mountains. Careless words melted away. She says, I'm overwhelmed by the sadness. I'm underfed. I don't know if it's underfed in that, like, underfed in, like, a metaphorical sense of, like, he's not feeding her what she needs in this relationship. Or she's also kind of talking about how she hasn't been eating properly in other songs. So it could be that. And then I'm a penny in a fountain, just waiting on my luck to change, of like, huh. She's just, you know, left there kind of standing, waiting in the moment of like, you know, it's slowly happening, but it's not quite getting to where it needs to be. It's kind of static. This relationship isn't going anywhere, and I'm not quite sure how to handle that fact. I'm kind of stuck, and I've yet to pull myself out. So, lovely, lovely Olivia. Let's see. Up next is What's Wrong With Me, featuring Robert Smith, which we've also kind of have an understanding of because she performed it at Primavera Sound with him. So, yeah, let's hop into it.
Staring at the ceiling, can't describe this feeling I've got in my head. Now the body in my I'm feeling like myself and nothing ever seems to help. Went to the doctor and she said I was fine, but every movie that I see makes me cry. I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do like the sonics on this song, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just staring at the ceiling, can't describe this feeling. I've got in my head, I'm out of body in my bed, and I'm just searching up my symptoms. She simply cannot get out of bed. She's stuck. Like, it's an out-of-body experience of, like, she's existing, but there's just something within her that's not quite connecting anymore. Desperate to fix him, I'll do anything, because lately I've been spiraling. I'm not feeling like myself, and nothing ever seems to help. It's basically like this out-of-body experience of, like, she's no longer connecting with the girl she is or the girl she used to be in this relationship. She's trying to find a reason, but she can't quite seem to put her finger on what it is. And it seems like this song is as her finally clicking, being like, oh, I found what's poisoning me. Went to the doctor and she said I was fine, but every movie that I see makes me cry. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. Like, according to the doctor, everything outside is fine, like, but every time I watch a movie, I'm crying over anything that's happening. It's like I cry at the drop of a hat. It's like there's a weight on my chest, like something is weighing on me heavily, and I should talk to someone, but I just can't pull myself out of bed. My head is spinning and my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me. It's like the butterflies in my stomach have now just turned to like this weight, this pit. It's like I say I'm in love, but it definitely seems like that's not quite the word. It's like I can't eat, I can't sleep. She's starting to think like maybe this depression, this despair that I've gotten myself into might be the product of the relationship and the person I'm with.
I keep looking for distractions. Hope the feeling passes. What I've got to say, it's getting harder every day. I'm not feeling like myself on every lighter, wanting battle. I'm not feeling like myself, I'm not hiding it
Well, I wasn't sure how their voices would blend. I mean, I know I heard them, live, but like it works well. And verse 2, Robert Smith, I keep looking for distractions, hope the feeling passes, but I've got to say it gets harder every day. It's basically kind of like when you're starting to realize internally that what you thought was a good situation quite isn't. You kind of look for everything to possibly keep your mind away from the eventual downfall. And I can't seem to get around it. Head just keeps on pounding with the simple thought, what if this isn't what I want? It's like, oh, I know deep down, like the situation that I've gotten myself in, that this relationship is not at all what I need or what I want, but I keep suppressing those feelings. And then the bridge is, I'm not feeling like myself, all amber lights and warning bells. I'm not feeling like myself, I'm not hiding it well. She's like, the warning signs, amber lights is like going off, dee-dee-doo, like something's wrong here, and I keep pushing it off, but this song is the coming to the conclusion of the relationship of like, we've been stagnant, we've not been doing well, I've not been myself. This one's being like, oh, what if the problem isn't me, it's this relationship. Yeah. Now we're moving into the final 3 tracks, the ones that we don't quite know. And up next is a track called Less.
Feel it again, edge of the bed, body and head protesting life. Stand up and sing that like every night. You say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more. So you do the noble thing and open up the door. I guess I wish you loved me less.
See, I could tell from what we've seen so far that Olivia was probably not the one to actually end this relationship. But still, Olivia. Oh my God. This has me, I should have known from the first piano key that this one was going to have me crying. Shit. Wow. Okay. Alright, I think that is hopefully the last time I will have to recharge my camera, because it's taking me forever to film this video. And obviously it's a sign that I need to get extra camera batteries, but I digress. First one, I feel it again, edge of the bed, body and head protesting. My stomach's in knots, I don't want to talk. So basically kind of coming on with what's wrong with me. She's still in this funk. She still can't get out of bed. She's despaired. She's depressed and all that. She's like, oh, dang it. I don't know what to do. Let's just go to bed or something. Maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow, but I've been saying that like every night. Basically, she just keeps repeating the same thing every time, every night. Every so on and so forth. She keeps saying the same thing to her partner, and her partner's like starting to realize that there's something really, really wrong with her, and it's something that he can't fix. The chorus says, you say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more, so you do the noble thing and open up the door. If loving me means letting go and wishing me the best, then I guess I wish you loved me less. Which it's very obvious that like he had to make the hard decision, because she was, like she said over and over again, she's stagnant, she's stuck, she's static. Like this relationship is draining everything from her, but she still won't seem to let it go. Like she's still holding out hope, and he's having to be the one to make the difficult decision of saying like, hey, like it's very obvious that we're not good for each other, and he's leaving, and she just can't handle the idea. She's like, well, if you love me so much that you can let me go, I wish you loved me a whole lot less. Like, I wish there was something else going on. Yeah. Which it kind of, you can kind of tell, like I said earlier, that from what we've heard from other songs, that it definitely seems like this kind of relationship, the way she was talking about it, that it was going to be one where she wasn't going to be the one to make the move to end it. She was too blind or too engrossed in what was going on that she just simply could not let it go. So he had to make that move, which we'll see how that worked out.
We tried to recreate our favorite day, but we didn't laugh much this time, or trip to Big Sur only confirmed this isn't what it should feel like. But you see me truly happy, so you know right now I'm not. If loving me means crying on the curb at LAX, if loving me means saying, babe, I think this is the end.
Well, it looks like we kind of have the story of the breakup all encapsulated in one song. And that is, we tried to recreate our favorite date, but we didn't laugh much this time. Our trip to Big Sur only confirmed this isn't what it should feel like. And maybe I'm a stubborn overthinker, but I've been thinking over this a lot. Basically, it's kind of detailing the moment was like, we tried so hard, like, we tried to recreate the first moments of our relationship, try to recapture that. And then we took this big trip that we thought was going to help us and heal us, but it only exposed everything that was wrong. And I've been overthinking everything, looking back on this moment when everything seemed to have gone so wrong. And then the chorus changes, and I could try convincing you they're just intrusive thoughts, but you've seen me truly happy, so you know right now I'm not. It's basically like the overthinking these intrusive thoughts of like, this isn't right, this isn't what I want and everything. She's trying to convince him and her that this isn't actually what she means, but she's like, he's seen me when I've actually been happy, like during the beginning, in that moments when it was actual true happiness, and he can see that this isn't right. If loving me means crying on the curb at LAX, well then I guess I wish you loved me less. And it looks like after this big trip is when he pulled the trigger and said goodbye. And then there's that instrumental break, and then at the end it says, if loving me means saying, babe, I think this is the end, I guess I wish you loved me less. And that is the end of the relationship. So, yeah. See, if I hadn't had to do so much shuffling with my camera, spicing up my listening process to this song, I feel like it would have hit a whole lot more. But hey, it was gonna happen. Alright, up next is Expectations.
I met him at a party. I
Yeah. She said, girl, I don't know what I did. Looking back on it, I was like, ooh, she was on something. Her friends are like, oh, came back to the human world and realized how not great he was. Okay. I met him at a party. I think he was on drugs. He wasn't smart or funny. I convinced myself he was. He had a great apartment and a car his parents bought. I thought that he was perfect, and now his number is blocked. She's like, like she's recounting like the moment they first met and how everything was, clouded by those rose-colored lenses of like first date jitters, like in Drop Dead, and like how everything is just like fun and cutesy. And now she's like, actually, he wasn't smart or funny. Like, he was driving a car that his parents bought, so he wasn't, like, financially, he's still a bit of a childish, and, like, he wasn't that perfect, you know what? And, like, we went from basically drop dead to now his number is blocked. The pre-chorus took a couple months, but now I am secure, I am so evolved, now I ask for more and more and more and more. She said, listen, I was wallowing in the self-pity, I was wallowing in the heartbreak for a few months there, but now she is actually secure in herself and what she wants, and she knows what she wants now. And that is, I won't settle for a guy with a fake job. He seems so desperate for loving, but baby, I'm not. Gave my heart with zero stipulations, now I take careful consideration. She said, I'm not going to just give away myself for free, like my heart, my emotions. I'm not going to do this for just any guy anymore. Like, they need to be grown, they can't be a man-child, they need to know what they be doing. I'm not kissing any boy that is passive. Their indecision is painfully unattractive. Past mistakes are just new information. These days I've got expectations. I'm not going to settle for any wishy-washy love for someone who doesn't know what they want. If you ain't going to come in here and actually, like, take charge and actually respect me and show me what is I'm due and deserve. She says, you know what? I've learned from my past mistakes. Now I have expectations. Because before I would basically fall for any of the shtick the guys would give me. You know what, girly? Yeah. Raise those standards. Have those expectations.
You
know what? Yeah, girly. We love it when a girl learns her worth and knows it. Okay. So I hit the new year like a single girl at a Vegas bar, rocking my mini dress with a vodka cran and an open heart. Shout out to Bestie Conan, vodka cranberry. Also, it seems like so they had broken up right around or just before the new year. Yeah, I've got hope. Yeah, I've got drive. I will not lose my faith. Don't think my future husband's at this dive bar in Silver Lake. She's like, yeah, I've got hope for future love, but like right now I'm just having fun. Like, I'm having fun. Like, he ain't, the future hubby ain't in this crowd right now. But in a couple months, a man will be procured. He will be evolved, and I will be adored, adored, adored. She said, I'm not giving up. Like, I've gone through it. I've done the healing process, and now I know that in a few months, she's very hopeful that it's going to be a few months. You never know. You're still young, but hey, the future husband could appear soon. She said, not only will he come, I will also be adored and given the love that I am deserved. And then the bridge says, I've got big expectations. I've got real big expectations. And then it goes into she's got big expectations. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. We love a girly who learns her worth. Now, I am curious to see, because expectations like is kind of like that moving on song of like, you know what? I know my worth and I know that love isn't dead. And then I'll find it again. I'll find it with someone who actually understands and will show me respect. But Cigarette Smoke is how we're closing it out, and it is the longest track on the album, and I do believe it's the longest track she's ever given us. So will we end on a super sad note for the you seem pretty sad portion of things? I don't know, but I guess we're about to find out. Let's listen to the last track.
cigarette smoke, the smell that I know clings to my clothes, seeps into my bones. I regret you, how long I stayed. Tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. You said that made love look easy. Tell me it hard.
Oh, wow. Okay, sad notes. I will say it's interesting because in coming to the conclusion of this album, while she has thrown like a few jabs at her ex, there really hasn't been anything too scathing about him. There have been a few moments where it's like, yeah, he wasn't as great as I thought he was. Like, he wasn't that funny. he was still a kid growing up. Like, he was definitely insecure and all that. But a lot of this album is kind of really talking about how her own insecurities and unwillingness to actually acknowledge that things weren't going right with her and with this relationship kind of led to the downfall of things, pushing for him to eventually end it. So yeah, the cigarette smoke is a smell that I know. It clings to my clothes and seeps into my bones. It's a real quiet house with the shower left on, 5 beers in the fridge, and the second car is gone. So, yeah, this is a memory that is brought up by the smell of smoke. Like, they're in this house, there's beers in the fridge. However, the second person who was supposed to be there, the person that is so deeply ingrained in their bones, is no longer there. The second car is gone. The pre-chorus is, I regret you and how long I stayed. I resent you for not being brave. She's like, I regret you in the sense that I regret this relationship and everything that it did to me. And I also regret how long I stayed. And I resent you for not being brave in that, the sense that I can't tell if it's that he wasn't brave enough to, you know, be what she needed, or she resents herself because she wasn't brave enough to end it. I think it's more of the I resent you for being braver than me when it came to ending this relationship, but who knows. And the chorus goes, tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. So like in Purple, like, let it all fade to black. Like, tell me something. You said that I made loving look easy till I made it hard. Of like, it also kind of looks like, in the sense of like this album, she's putting a lot of the blame on herself. It could be a byproduct of the fact that it seems in this song she's saying that he put a lot of blame on the fallout of the relationship and the breakdown on her. Give me back my time and I will give you back your heart. I thought that we played the perfect couple till you didn't want to play the part. She's like, I sacrificed so much of myself. You know, like in Taylor Swift's, I can't remember, So Long London, I regret giving you all that youth for 30. She's like, this was like a 2-year-long relationship. Olivia's like, give me back my time and you can get back these emotions, these peace. She's like, I thought we were able to play the part of the perfect couple, but wasn't quite what we thought it would be. Okay, this just sounds like it's building towards something that's going to be quite epic, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it.
Some nights can be so fucking lonely, but it's better than begging for you to stand up for me, honeybee. I resent you taking her side.
So yeah, we're going to need to unpack that. Now she's really taking some shots at him. This is the song where she really throws a punch. Some nights can be so fucking lonely, but it's better than begging for you to stand up for me, honey. Call out to begged, and how she constantly had to beg him to just do something, to be something, like to put something in and stand up for her like in this relationship. And then Honeybee, a call out to the song. Honeybee, she said, I'm better off alone than having to deal with your shit. Then in the chorus she says, I regret you and what I let slide. She said, I regret you, but I also have regrets over what I let slide in our relationship. All the things that I overlooked and all the things that I just let happen because I thought I was so in love. And I resent you for taking her side. Call out to my way. It definitely seems like she was competing for his attention, saying that she won, but it definitely seems like another girl, definitely caught his eye. I don't know if he cheated or what, but it definitely sounds like something a bit along the lines of at least Traitor by Olivia, if you remember that song, went down. We didn't have a little voice note to end out this album, so it definitely is a departure from what we had seen. So the bridge is, it's bone dry, bitter and hollow. You'll be miles away tomorrow. Why'd I try it all? She said, and it's a repeat of that. She's like, listen, basically all that I'm left with is just like, I'm no longer, I'm not even crying. I'm bone dry. Like, all it is this bitter, hollow pit in my stomach of like, why the fuck did we even do this? Like, you just left me in full disarray. You ripped me apart. We turned our purple into black. Like, yeah. And the outro is, tell me something honest so the memories turn dark, the memories go dark. I was having this little fathoming moment of like, tell her something honest. Like, if there was this other girl or something like that, if she had such a rose-colored, like, haze, or lavender haze as Taylor Swift put on it, of this relationship, and now that it's over and she's starting to see things for what they truly are, I wonder if she's asking him, just like, tell me, did you cheat? Like, did you do all these things that I now like suspect of you, that my friends suspected of you? Like, was it not really as good as I thought? Like, were the happy moments, even the ones at the beginning of the relationship, were they as good as they actually were? Was that you lying to me? That's all. That's the way to end it. That's the way to end it. You know, that pink faded to purple. The pink turned purple, and then the purple turned black, and then there goes everything in between. I don't know if there's much more to say on this. As I've established in recent videos, I'm no longer going to do full album rankings because, frankly, I just change my rankings and my thoughts so quickly and everything that it's really hard to, like, rank a body of work, especially a body of work that is so concisely put together. Like, all of these songs were put together for a reason, to tell the story of the beginning of the relationship to the breakdown to the eventual end and acceptance phase. It's like the stages of grieving a relationship. Obviously, I love Drop Dead and The Cure, and I still think The Cure might be my favorite song on the album. But of the new tracks that I'm loving so much, Stupid Song, What's Wrong With Thee, and maybe My Way might be up there with, like, my top 3 if we're talking, like, new tracks that we hadn't heard before. But, I mean, I'm going to have to sit and simmer and actually digest everything that we just got. And I'm sure you'll be seeing this whenever I'm done finishing this today, because might as well edit it today while I'm currently, you know, awake. I will say I do apologize because I'm pretty sure the last few clips of this video were out of focus, and that's just the problem. I need to learn how to use my camera better. But let me know what you thought of this album. What was your favorite song, and what are you hoping for maybe a possible final single from the album? Because I know Stupid Song was the 3rd single, but I feel like she's got another one kicking in there. And I will see y'all in the next one.